So we found something recently where large client, they had us analyze 15-second versus 30-second spots and see what the difference was between the 15 and 30-second spot. And what we found was 1 impression, both had lift. 5 impressions, both had lift. But once you got past 5 impressions, and this is for one advertiser, the 15-second spots continue to have incremental lift for each additional impression that you added in. But for the 30-second spot, it actually flatlined. So for them, that actually gave them ammunition to go out and say, what are the spots that we're going to go after? We're not going to stop doing 30-second spots because it does help us tell a better story. But those 15-second spots have a high amount of value that we do want more reach. We do want more frequency on that one. So they're actually adjusting their spending. On the other side, for the reach and frequency, oh, go ahead. Lift.
Define.
Oh, so lift is incremental store visits. So for people who don't know here, people talk about conversions. When you think about digital, it's saw an ad, went to the website, and converted. That's the traditional metric that you're used to. When it comes to offline, what people are looking at is incremental traffic. So being able to say, not that I served you an ad, because if you're a Walmart and if you see a Walmart ad, about 40% of the US population is going to go to Walmart in a 30-day window. So you shouldn't get credit for a 30-day conversion window to get all those people because you're going to have 40% conversion rates. What you want
to have 40% conversion rate.
So what you want to do is look at the incrementality. So if someone saw an ad versus didn't see an ad, or you look at the frequency of ads that they saw, what's the difference, assuming that demographics, market, all these things are equalized? So it's an apples-to-apples comparison. So what's the incremental foot traffic?
Are you helping them understand how to create a test and control environment like that, or do they actually have that skill set?
We're helping them. So I think it's harder to do, really, when you start to think about omni-channel, when you think about addressable TV, when you think about linear TV. Those aren't things that you can hold out a cookie pull for. So it requires a little bit more effort and work to identify those exposed and unexposed groups and measure that lift. So they want to do it. They know they need to do it. They just need help to get that way.
Well, and one of the things that you told me, too, when we were prepping was the vast difference, I think, in quality that you would see even from, in a programmatic environment, from one exchange pool to another, right? Like the incremental lift in a certain set of environments was totally better than in another set of environments where they might look equal on paper.
Absolutely. So when you look at the exchange inventory that comes in, a lot of our partners expose a lot of the data where they're getting the inventory from. And so we can see exchange number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The difference between 1 and 5 from a lift perspective was a 70% drop off. So really, just by optimizing on your inventory source alone, you can immediately see gains.
And again, for in-store visits.
Absolutely.
It's super cool. And wait, does it pay off to then sales? Do you end up connecting it through to?
Yes.
They hit visit, they get in the door.
So you hit visit, you get in the door, and there's different ways you can get to that sales number. So one is you could utilize surveys after the visit, you could use receipt scanning, you can use credit card data, and we've used all of the above in the past. But it is important, especially when it comes to store visits. There's people like OEMs or appliance manufacturers or cell phone manufacturers where it's great that they went into the store like a Best Buy, a Verizon, or an AT&T, but they go in for a lot of different reasons. So you need to be able to close that loop to say, were they in market for my product, and did they actually purchase that product?